Hello, viewers, and welcome to another Bachelors of Dice versus game where two players compete in Dice Masters, the dice building game from WizKids. I am Kevin, and tonight I am scoring off against Matthew. We have not played for a while, so it's good to be back. Matthew, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm the same. I haven't played this in a while, and I'm excited to get it back out.
Yes. So in our last podcast episode, we did talk about doing a superhero versus arch-villain team, and so for lack of better options, we've gone ahead and made those teams tonight, and that's I think what we're going to play with, and see how it goes. Why don't I click over to you, and you go ahead and introduce your arch-villain team?
Okay. Well, there are only 6 arch-villains, and they're all pretty expensive, so I had to fill out with a couple of things that I thought might help. So I have a Scarlet Witch, Wanda Maximoff, and Sabretooth Something to Prove as the villains that are not arch-villains on my team over
Okay.
here. Then I have, of course, Emma Frost, Sentinel,
Ooh.
Magneto, Juggernaut, Apocalypse, and Mr. Sinister, as they're all the arch-villain ones, of course. So I was hoping that you would take some X-Men, because when I looked up the superheroes, a lot of them were X-Men. So
Yeah, yeah,
in particular, Sentinel and Scarlet Witch are pretty good at handling them. So they're
that's
also
true.
Sentinel's crazy expensive to get out though, so we'll see if I can actually do it.
Yeah, if it comes to Sentinel, then it's going to be a tough go for me, that's for sure. Okay.
Oh, and then I'm
Sorry.
sorry. Basic actions are transfer power and power bolt.
Okay. Excellent. My team is pretty much all superheroes except for Professor X. Even though he does have a superhero form, I ultimately decided that his global was too beneficial not to bring.
Mhm.
Although, I guess in hindsight, it might be a little bit more beneficial to you. But I guess that's what we're kind of here to prove, or here to kind of test out. But anyway, my team is consisting of Storm superhero, Angel superhero, Cyclops superhero, Marvel Girl superhero, Captain America, Wolverine, She-Hulk, all superheroes, and then Professor X I used recruiting young mutants, the common version. And then for basic actions, I brought Selective Shield and Relentless.
Okay, and then the and there's obviously Professor X's global. Then the ones on Relentless and Selective Shield, I have a global on Transfer Power, but none on my characters.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, basic actions and then Professor X, and that's all your globals right there. That transfer power could be interesting, although a lot of these guys are heavy hitters anyway. Well, not all of them. A lot
Yeah,
of
I
your
figured
guys
it
are.
probably, or the global probably wouldn't come into too much play, but who knows?
Yeah, we will see. All right. Well, the bad guys always find a way to go first or cheat to win. So why don't you go ahead and take the first turn?
I would be happy to. And 2 energy, 2 sidekicks. Let's reroll 1 sidekick.
Yeah, can't buy much with that.
So I forget. I'll do 1, 2, 3 levels.
Okay.
So there's the sidekick, and for the 3 energy, first thing I will do is buy transfer power.
Interesting.
And I can't attack. So
Yep. All right. 4 sidekicks for me. Sidekick die. Question mark, shield, bolt. I'm going to reroll the sidekick.
speaking of Shield, did you see the winter finale for Agents of Shield?
I did. I did. I'm going to go ahead and buy an angel. And I will keep this global, this question mark in reserve. Yeah, honestly, I never, uh, I don't know who Daisy Johnson was, but obviously I've read up on her since then. So that was, I guess, if you're way into the comics, though, that was a cool reveal. Or
Yeah, yeah. And I won't say who exactly what happened if someone's waiting to
Whoops.
marathon
Yeah.
the
Spoiler alert
end.
there.
Well, that's a pretty deep reach, that name. So
Okay,
I'll
good.
use these three to buy a Scarlet Witch because I still don't recognize the name. um, and I'll leave my sidekicks there for now. Uh,
When your
but
turn is over, or when your main step is over, I'm gonna go ahead and do
oh,
Professor X
right.
rule.
But I will say that it ties into an upcoming movie which I was already very excited about,
Oh,
and
yes.
I had been saying that since I think about halfway through the season what I thought it was. As soon as they revealed that city, I was like, I was happy to have my suspicions confirmed.
Oh man. Um, I'm going to keep a sidekick. Reroll two sidekicks.
Oh, and I did notice they've been kind of quiet on the rules forums, but they've been posting a few answers here and there as of late. That they did come out and say that cards like Pyro and stuff that refer to needing to roll a specific energy or pull out a specific energy, that the question marks don't count towards that.
Yes, which um, it's your go, by the way. Uh, which I guess I don't understand the point of rewording it.
Why they reworded it? Yeah, it's a little weird. But I was like, all right, like I get what you're saying, but sure, why not leave it like it was before?
Yeah,
But it's kind of weird. I mean, and really it had to, otherwise those cards would have been too powerful. But there you
the
go. Okay,
other the
five.
other big one that's being debated is the Magneto reroll ability.
Oh yeah, they did say that that affected dice in the reserve pool, didn't they?
Yeah,
Which I was like, okay. I mean, I attribute that to that was an early card, and that's how they meant it to work, and they didn't word it right. So I was like, I guess if you know the ruling, then you know the ruling. But I'm like, oh, five, five, five. You
I'm
got an
really
angel, right?
I did. I have an Angel and Captain America. I'm really starting to get the feeling too that like every time they answer a rules question, it just comes up with two more questions.
Yeah. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah,
And
not good.
by the time the next set comes out, I think they'll have hammered out all the awkward questions, and then oh man, that four doesn't get me what I want, does it? And then they will. I have a feeling that a lot of this wording issue will be fixed with the next set. The
Yeah.
it still makes it kind of awkward, especially when you're combining sets. But yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? Let me re-roll these two guys. Okay, that's better. I'll use these four for a saber tooth, and that is it. I will save that die. In fact, I think in one of the, I don't remember if it was one of the rules threads or one of the threads on Board Game Geek, where I want to say it was Eric Lang, it was one of the designers, came in and said, "Yeah, look, we didn't, this wasn't templated quite like we had intended, and then it's a young game, and we're getting better about it." So
Yeah. Um, we lost Captain America. I knew that was going to happen. All right. We'll pay a shield. Field him.
is that Angel?
Yeah. He is level 2.
And then their effects don't trigger unless they're paired up, right?
Uh, correct. Correct.
Right.
And I'm not gonna attack. Oh my gosh! I just realized I wasn't clicked on me the whole time. Okay. Um, So that's where I am. I am going to leave it at that.
Okay. I will use this to trigger Professor X. Do that. And then if you're not going to attack, then I will go.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you mind if I switch out the shield that I paid? I just
No, go
realized
for
that
it.
was.
For the
I
other
don't know if
shield?
that really mattered, but
Not at all. There's 3 there. 4. Alright, roll these 6. Oop. 4. We'll reroll these 2. There we go. That's what I wanted. Alright. Let's do good. So that's 7
oh boy.
for a Sentinel.
Have 5 sidekicks.
And that's the end of my main phase.
Okay. I'll pay that to move that over.
And actually, I don't know if I want the guys to attack. You know what? I will attack with 1 sidekick.
Hmm. I will pay a shield to transfer power between. Swap the attack value of one of your characters, Angel, with that of your opposing character, your sidekick, and then I will defend with Angel.
Okay. And what's his attack value?
So 3.
3.
So
Yeah.
it's
And
enough to KO. So you'll have 3 and you'll KO Angel. Angel will have
then
1 and KO your sidekick.
oh, okay.
I don't know if that was wise or not. I don't know. I just decided to
Oh,
try
we'll
it out.
see. We give me just 1 second. Hold on.
But hey, the global's there, so it deserves to be used.
Okay, sorry about that. Mickey Mouse was in the office, and we can't go to bed without Mickey Mouse.
Okay, excellent. So you all set then?
I am. Yes, yes.
All right. What are these for? Cheaper. Angel. Leave that there. Fine with all this stuff. Maybe re-roll this Angel. More expensive. No good. Alright, I will pay a shield to field him. Nobody to pair up with there. I will do 3.
How much defense does he have again?
He's a 3/3.
3. When I was looking through what cards to take, I didn't realize how well that the villain versions of Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver played well together, which just makes sense. But
Yeah, no, that's true. This bolt is not going to be worth anything. Mask, not so much either. So I'll do 3 to purchase a storm. And keep that in reserve. You just have a sidekick. I will not bother attacking.
okay.
Did you see the last game that I played against Dan?
Oh no, I didn't. How did it go? I'm afraid I missed it.
They were good. We played two pretty quick, and then stopped recording, and then played a third after that. Um, but the first two games, I mean, I guess I haven't really watched them back. I don't know from a game perspective if they were terribly exciting, because it was really just build, 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 swing for the fences.
Yeah.
Um, which I mean, that's what those teams are kind of designed to do, really. Um, so then I realized kind of after the fact that I was playing with the wrong Hawkeye, and so I switched him out, and then we played again, and I did a lot better. Although it could have been his role. I mean, it could have come down to rolling in the third game anyway.
Sure. Man, this is 7 again. How often does that happen? But okay, we're gonna do this. Do this.
Was Sentinel when fielded? All he knocks
No.
out.
While your opponent has, oh, I'm sorry. I should whenever I field someone, I'll make sure I say it. While your opponent has no villains in the field, prevent all damage to. Oh wait, that's Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yes, Sentinel is when fielded. When fielded, if your opponent has no villains in the field, knock out all opposing X-Men characters.
Yikes.
Your opponent takes 1 damage. Excuse me, for each character knocked out in this way. And I lied, he does have a global. It's pay 1 shield, 1 X-Men character must block this turn if able.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Uh, but I think, just because I want to, I'm going to mine Apocalypse.
He's a good one.
Excuse me. And that will be the end of my main phase.
All right. 2 dice going over.
And then I will not attack.
Okay.
And I have a question mark.
One in the bag. I have to draw 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Reroll the sidekick. And it's sidekick again. Great. Alright, so I guess that's going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll go ahead and use that for Cyclops. That's the end of my main step.
Alright, then I will do the whole throw some sidekicks over you.
And that's all I'll do, I guess.
Okay. I don't know that any of my cards would be considered young mutants, but they will be recruited. Oh, man, just crazy energy turns. You have no fist characters, so that doesn't help me too much. Oh, I'm sorry, I have these two also. I was like, there we go. All right.
I noticed that about the villain team. They don't really have much fist at all, except for Sabretooth, I guess.
Yeah, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. Six, huh? Alright, let's see if I can put this there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'll buy 2 Scarlet Witches for this 6.
Nice.
And put there. Or field the sidekick. It's the end of my main phase, and won't attack.
Okay. I have no energy, so 1, 2, 3. 4. This energy.
You know what I forgot to look up? I saw the I saw the deal with the Justice League, DC Justice League, but I only had my phone at the time. I never actually followed up on the story.
Oh, yeah, there was an article in Trade magazine about it. Basically had a few spoilers and just kind of talked about the game in general, that it's coming soon and featuring this and that. One of the spoilers, though, was the super rare Constantine, which was a 2 cost, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was essentially like nullify the ability of an opposing character or something like that, maybe.
Fun. Fun.
I don't know, but yeah, it was obviously very powerful.
Yeah.
I keep that double mask and reroll cap.
Plus, Constantine's just a cool character. I've been enjoying his show.
Yeah, I haven't watched that yet. I haven't caught a single episode of Gotham yet either, which I really
Oh,
want to.
I love Gotham. I guess
Yeah.
that one's kind of that one has people kind of split, but for my money, I think it's fantastic.
All right, I'm gonna go 2 to field cap, and he is now paired up
Hmm.
with Angel. They both get +4/+4. Uh, and then I'm going to
And what's Angel's
and
paired up ability?
uh, +2 defense. So they're
So,
actually +4/+6 each.
all right.
Um, I mean, it's pretty obvious what I'll be doing. I'll attack with both of them and attack with both sidekicks.
Sure, I'll block those two so I don't take the big hits, and I'll take 2 hits from your sidekicks here.
Makes sense. So they stay paired up until the start of my next turn.
And man, that would have been fantastic if I had kept something back for to transfer power. Okay. Let's see. 2. 1, 2. Was really hoping to pull out transfer power while I still had Sentinel in my use pile.
Well, it allows you to buy something at least.
That is true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, do I want to leave myself out there? I think I need to try to get at least one sidekick. And I didn't. So I might as well spend all of it and get another Sentinel.
These guys are killer. I'm going to use both masks to move all the sidekicks over.
Mm-hmm.
And you're all set, right?
I am, yes, I'm good.
I think I have 5 dice in my bag. These guys are no longer paired up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not gonna lie to you, this could hurt.
Mm-hmm. Just thinking of a Cyclops paired up with Captain America.
Oh wow, that is impossible to see. He's a 3/3. Wait, he's a 5/3. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Oh, I didn't roll any masks. Let me re-roll all of these.
All sidekicks.
That was a shield. All right, a couple sidekicks. This shield. I will keep this bolt. I will pay to field. he will pair up with Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and with you having nothing, then they're both
I think
9.
if you attack with everyone, that's
Yeah,
probably
they're each 9, and he's 3.
yeah. So
Wow.
oh, that sucks. I even tried to roll a sidekick that time.
Yeah, I would have thought you would have tried to re-roll and get the transfer power. So
Well,
then
I
you
didn't
could
have
have,
anyone in my used pile. I
but
had
then
to
you could have bought
run it.
somebody and then fired it off.
Oh
Which,
yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's actually pretty smart.
yeah, anything you
I forgot
buy
about that.
straight into use.
And that was even one of the things I thought about when I put it in there. That would have been the better move.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I could have like gotten a Magneto or something with all the energy I rolled. Man.
this is us being
Oh,
rusty,
maybe
I
not Magneto.
guess.
Yes. Forgetting all these tricks.
How do you play this
Oh,
game again?
there's all my characters. They would have been useful. Uh, I have time to reset for one more if you would care to.
Yes, yeah, let's do that. Let's edit this game out completely.
What were the rules again?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, well, the heroes got the best of the villains in the last game, so they get to make their first move this time.
Who does?
The heroes,
Oh, okay.
since they foiled their plans. You know what would be really fun? I probably wouldn't work with this game, but if they had like scenario cards that had special extra rules, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, like a location or something.
Yeah, or say there's say similar to Legendary, where there's some kind of like, oh well, this is a scenario,
Oh,
so
okay, yeah, gotcha.
these characters are, just some kind of extra special rule, which I don't probably just like do wreck all sorts of havoc with the balance of the game, but it would still be kind of fun to
Yeah,
see.
oh yeah.
Okay, Field Sidekick by Scarlet Witch.
All right. Moving two sidekick dice over.
There's like Disc Wars has something similar to that, where you deal out your you deal out the card, and there's some kind of scenario, like there's rain of arrows, and so all ranged attacks get an extra defense or something, and then you kind of
Okay.
try to build your forces around that or something. I said I don't think it'd particularly work with this, but you
Well, no, I think there are definitely ways you do it. I mean, obviously, you just have to test away and see
know. Yeah.
what's not imbalanced. But I think that would be neat. I mean, you could do like even OP events that way.
Mm-hmm. Especially if the venue gave enough advanced warning, say, hey, we're gonna try to do this. Let's re-roll. Let's re-roll these guys. There we go. Okay. Sabretooth. Try to get some characters out there a little bit faster this time. The end of my main phase.
All right. Attacking.
No, no.
Okay. Oh man. Bolts and sidekicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reroll both these sidekicks. Good enough. keep the mask by Captain this 5 and call it good.
Okay.
What did I watch the other night? Thor: Dark World came on, and I was like, oh, I'll watch a little bit of this, and then the next thing I know, the movie was over.
Yeah, it's a cool one. I enjoyed
Yeah.
it. Oh, I don't want to see her yet.
And what's the next Thor? I already forgot. They announced
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. That's right. Okay.
Hmm. Well, she's kind of useless right now anyway. But let's reroll a couple of these guys. Okay, alright. No, crap. This energy stays in your... I should have tried to reroll her on the cheaper side. No, no, okay, that'll work, that'll work. Okay, spend 1 to field her. She's on her level 3 side. She's a 5/3. You have no X-Men, so that doesn't help.
You have no other villains.
Yeah, and I have no other villains. It doubly doesn't help. Um, let's say that is the end of my main phase.
All right. Do that. That.
Then I'll attack with a sidekick.
And I will block with a sidekick.
Perfect. Let's say that
Oh, oh.
I use the Global 4 Selective Shield, and I'll say that my character does no damage.
Hey, all right. So I just go back, and you go.
And I have 2 sidekicks in there.
Okay. I'm drawing 3. Oh, there's a 4th. These guys. Put those there. Sidekicks, so plenty. I would rather not have those. I'm gonna reroll everything. Nope, still pretty much the same. Right, that guy fields 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including a bolt I will use to buy a Marvel Girl. I'll keep that mask energy. End of the main step.
Alright. Spend this to move 2 over.
And not attacking.
Okay. Alright. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then these 3. Alright. Let's look at this.
So when they come out with the DC set, I guess it'll be up to places what they allow and what they don't allow, but you think they'll just allow DC? Or I guess since it's going to be a 6-month event, maybe they'll like mess around with it. Like maybe at first it'll be just DC, but then they'll start like just kind of opening it up to everything else. And
I think organized play will probably stay within their own universes, but
oh yeah,
they might have some fun like store events for the
side events or whatever.
at Marvel DC. I think versus DC is the obvious. But
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
I'm just trying to think like because I know how stale the OP kind of got for even the 6-month AVX cycle. So if you really try to mix it up and just allow, okay, now you can mix in AVX, now you can mix in Uncanny. Not at first. I would do like at least 2, maybe even 3 months of just DC. But I think maybe towards the end, start throwing in some other stuff too. I don't know. I'll be
Might be
curious to
kind of
see.
cool. Yeah. I mean, WizKids is always real good about saying, hey, this is what we suggest, but we, do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
So, um, field Sabretooth by a transfer power. Field the sidekick. Sabretooth is at the beginning of your turn, spin each of your Sabretooth dice up one level.
Okay.
He is just level 1 for the time being. And
Gotcha.
that is the end of my main step.
All right. Doing that as usual. Any attacking?
I'll attack with Scarlet Witch.
She's a
With
5/3,
5/3, yes.
and you have a question mark.
I do.
All right. I will just defend with one sidekick.
I gotta make decisions. Nah, leave it there and knock out your sidekick.
Okay. Whoa. These are going back in the bag. All right. Now I find myself in a lack for characters. Oh, maybe not so much. Oh boy. That's the dream team right there. Let's see if I can roll a character face. There's a couple. There's a couple. All right. Oh man, I love this Cyclops die, but it is tough to read. He
Yeah.
is level
Yeah.
3. He is level 3. Cap is level 2. I am going to.
They maybe should have used some like white or black ink on it instead of the red.
Yeah. I'm going to reroll this sidekick and Marvel Girl. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess that's not so bad. And you still have a question mark. All right, I will spend 2 bolts to field Captain America. Nope. I will spend 1 shield to field Cyclops.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it didn't really matter the order I did it. 2 bolts to field Captain America, who will pair up with Cyclops, obviously. I will. I'm going to end my main step there.
uh, I'll keep it. I won't do anything yet.
Okay. All right, so Cap is 9, 8. Cyclops is 10, 10, 8. You're going to selective shield. No, wait. No, you. I don't know what you're gonna do. But I'm gonna assign them both to attack anyway, because when Cyclops is paired up, he and his partner each deal 1 damage to the opponent when assigned to attack. So at least that's 2 damage to you.
Alright. 18. Okay. One's 9/8 and one's 10/8. I said.
Um. Yes. You know what? I'm gonna attack. Is it alright if I attack with the sidekick as well?
Sure.
Okay. Sorry for not declaring all that at the same time. I just
Oh, ow.
had another thought after the fact that I'd like to see what you do. So that is what I'm declaring as my attacker. Now you can declare blockers, and then we move on to global ability resolution.
Okay, let's block the 10-8, which would be Cyclops. Is that Cyclops? You know what? Doesn't matter. I'll block the 10-8 with the sidekick. I will block the 9-8 with Scarlet Witch. And I will spend this for Selective Shield and say that whoever is blocking, or whoever Scarlet Witch is blocking, deals no damage.
Okay. Oh, so which one is she blocking?
Uh,
The 10-8
she's
or the
blocking the
9-8?
she's blocking the 10-8. I guess it doesn't really matter.
So the sidekick is currently let through?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to spend a selective shield. Tell me if you think this is legal. Or no, sorry, not selective shield. Transfer power.
Yeah.
I'm going to transfer power of
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Damn it.
Captain America, and we'll say, um, it doesn't really matter. Your side, we'll say Sabretooth, and then I'm going to spend another shield
Okay, wait,
to
okay, hold on. You're swapping what with what?
Captain America, who is 9-8, just the attack value, so 9.
Mm-hmm.
9 with your with one opposing character. So we'll say it's Sabretooth.
Mm-hmm.
So Sabretooth is what? 5, 4,
3,
something?
3.
3, 3. Okay. So Cap's now a 3. Sabretooth is now a 9 attack.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to spend another shield to transfer power between the sidekick and Sabretooth.
Okay.
So making the sidekick 9 and Sabretooth 1.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Valid?
Sure. I don't see why not.
Okay. So the sidekick gets through for 9.
Yes. There. Um,
I
Scarlet Witch is okay. Because whoever she was blocking didn't deal damage. This sidekick
Yep.
gets knocked out.
She dealt how
And
many?
then,
She
she
did.
deals 5, so they should be
So
alright.
no. Oh yeah, he was beefed up. That's right. So he's back. And then Captain America was only dealing 1.
He was
Or
both
no, sorry,
sides.
he was doing
He was
3.
dealing 3, and he
Yeah.
got dealt 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the situation after that. Actually, I think I still have a shield.
I didn't even think about that stupid sidekick. Alright.
What are you
That's the
down
end
to
of your turn?
points-wise? Yeah, that
What's
is.
that?
What are you down to? You're down to
I'm at
12?
9.
9.
I'm at 9.
Oh,
So
right, because I did 2 for assigning to attack.
uh, he spins up to level 2. Now I'll draw my cards. Dice, I mean. Which I only have 1. Three. That's a crappy roll. Alright. Crappy pull, I should say. Alright, 4, 4. I'll field him.
I guess the other thing we didn't kind of do was after you declared blockers, then I essentially declined the chance to play any global abilities. Then you decided to play one, but then I could jump back in at that point and play more global abilities. Right. Okay. So the order of things we did that correct.
Let's, yeah, I'll spend these 4 to buy another Sabretooth. And that's the end of my main step.
All right, I will go ahead and spend this question mark to get 2 sidekicks over. And these guys are technically still paired up, I guess.
Right, until you start your turn.
Start the next turn. Are you done? Or
Yeah, no, they won't attack.
okay. No, no longer paired up. This goes away. That is 4 dice. Hmm. Six is nice, but I'll do 3 to buy a storm and leave these 3 there. And not attack.
Okay. Power my 4. Two, 3. Reroll here. 4. Okay, good. So, first thing I will do is spend this to try and roll Sabretooth. And great, it's not. That was wasted. And I have 3 more to buy.
Otherwise, place it in your bag.
Oh, is it in the bag? Okay. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. It
Yeah, I
doesn't
was gonna
matter
say,
next turn because.
it's a gamble for that, but then yeah, I guess it does have a small benefit.
It doesn't matter because I'm refilling my bag next turn anyway. But
Well, you'll draw it out first.
oh, you're right. Yeah. Oh, okay, that really isn't too bad then. Man, I really am rusty.
We're gonna edit this
Golly.
out. We'll edit that out.
You know what? While I'm sitting here, I will use Professor X's Global to move these 2 and 2 of these guys over. And I'll save these 2, and that's the end of my main phase.
Alright, I will spend 2 to get 4 sidekicks over. And
Alright.
back to you.
And I won't be attacking.
Okay, that goes over there. I have nothing in my bag. All right. That's fine. I'll re-roll this Marvel Girl. Damn. Not working out. Okay, so the sidekick field's for free. I will pay this bolt, this bolt to field Storm. Storm will pair up. We'll have Storm pair up a Cyclops. Then 3. 3, I will buy another Angel. And that will be the end of my main step.
Okay. I won't do anything.
What energy do you have?
One fist, one question mark.
Okay, I will just assign both of these to attack, doing 2 damage to you.
Mm-hmm.
Cyclops is a 6/4, Storm is a 2/2.
And that's all that's attacking?
Correct. I will not
Alright.
declare additional attackers.
2/2 and 6/4, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's block Storm with the sidekick. Oh, where'd he go? Where is he? There he is. Storm with the sidekick. Cyclops with Scarlet Witch. And if you would like to play globals, you may.
I will not.
Then I will say that neither of your black characters can deal damage.
Okay. So then Storm survives and Cyclops gets KO'd.
Yes. Which may or may not work out. We'll see.
Okay.
So, yeah. Alright. And there's my 1 die.
Sabretooth goes up, or he's already at level 3.
Oh, yep, you're right. He does go up. Not paying attention. He is now a 5/4. Let's see how I can swing this. Alright, I'll feel the sidekick. And I'll buy an Emma Frost. I know you don't have any fist characters, but she does pretty good stats. Then I will use transfer power to try and roll her into a face. Which it does not, so great.
In your bag.
In the bag.
Yeah,
And that's the end of my main.
you could have told me
I'm
you
sorry?
did roll a face. I wouldn't have been able to tell.
Yeah, I can barely tell. Oh, look, she came up on her level 3 side. That's amazing.
All right, I'm going to do one at a time. We'll do this over there. And then the second one, we'll get these two over there. Okay. Back to your attack step.
No attacks. No attacks.
All right. Have 3 in the bag. Angel and 2 sidekicks. Pulling out. Another angel. Here comes the hammer. Alright, couple heroic characters. Not Cyclops. Reroll Cyclops. Got him at level 3. Alright, so Fist to field Cyclops. He will pair up with Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
Fist to field Angel. He'll pair up with Storm. And this one fields for free, and he'll pair with nobody. Let's see. 3 masks with the Relentless Global ability. I will.
Yeah, okay. It's not worth going through that.
I will do that to essentially annihilate the rest of your forces, or
Yeah.
to prevent them from blocking, and then attack with everybody that needs to.
Yeah, see, I was hoping I had one where I could have gotten you for 15, or one turn I could have gotten 15, and I couldn't with wasn't enough. Man, all arch villain teams is tough to run.
Yeah, and I was going to say this earlier. I guess it kind of makes sense that arch villains shouldn't be able to work together.
Yeah.
By their nature, they don't. They just don't work together in general. And anytime they do try and team up, it always ends in disaster. So there's definitely much better villain teams out there, but I think the moral of the story is you kind of have to pick 1 or 2 arch villains that you might want to use to their best ability.
Oh yeah, and I guess as opposed to like say the superhero team, whereas you're buying them, they're making each other more powerful. And
Right.
as you're buying the villains, it's like, well, individually they're good, but like last turn, or actually last game, I probably should have bought more cheap characters when I had the 4 and 7 energy instead of buying 2 Sentinels who didn't do anything. But yeah, these guys are expensive. It's tough to run half your team is 6s and and do that.
Yeah. I also did kind of pull together an arch villain team, and instead of Scarlet Witch, I went with Mystique, Raven Darkholm, just because since the whole team is villain based. I also went.
I
with
had thought about that one. Yeah.
I went with the uncommon Juggernaut because he's 1 cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
And then he
Are
also.
they both arch villains? I didn't even think about it.
He's not.
Oh no, it's just villain though. Right.
Yeah, but it's essentially an arch villain ability that if your opponent has no villains, each Juggernaut die can block 1 additional opposing die, which is kind
That
of neat.
one's good. I like that one.
I agree. Emma Frost just isn't that great if you're not up against
No,
Fist
and
characters.
I'm probably pulling her out. Well, I was just trying to get all the arch villains that I could out there, but having pulling her out and having Quicksilver in her place, I probably would have actually been pretty useful. But
I also had Doctor Doom Nemesis in mind, just for the global ability. But honestly, I don't know if that would have been worthwhile, since.
Yeah, he's another 6 or is he 5?
Well, he's 6, but the global is if you have a villain fielded, pay shield to give a target character -1/-1. So you can essentially knock out somebody's sidekicks, or if you get a bunch of shields, you could, I guess, knock out like a Storm or an Angel. Well, I guess maybe even Cyclops too if he's at a low face. Well, maybe it's not that bad. Well, because I'm looking at some of these characters, and obviously at their 2 and 3 faces, yeah, they're beefed up, and I guess if they're paired up too, they're beefed up. But if they're by themselves, Wolverine, as level 1 is a 5/2, so a couple shields and you could knock him out.
Right.
Um, so I thought that was, I mean, even though it's not an arch villain, it kind of has that global itself is a kind of a villain ability
Hmm.
or an arch villain ish ability. But yeah, I agree. Ultimately, it's arch villains are expensive and tough to run. Um,
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean
even
the
superheroes are expensive and not fast
right.
either.
Yeah.
But at
There's only
least,
two or
like you
three that
said,
are cheap that you can really do. The Captain America is freaking crazy. That guy's.
yeah, that guy is pretty ridiculous. Captain America and Cyclops could be your win condition in a lot of
Yeah.
scenarios.
Well, and then I would have been okay if I hadn't taken transfer power and you didn't have like four energy to bounce around the the.
Yeah, and that's the other takeaway. I haven't really played too much with transfer power, but uh, yeah, when it's in play, you can't let stuff go through unblocked. If you have the ability to block it, or else that your opponent can make you pay. Assuming they have the energy, which
Hmm.
obviously I did. So if you see transfer power out there, then be wary of somebody holding a bunch of shields in reserve.
Yeah.
But no, those were neat games. It was fun just to try that out. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I still think that's a fun theme, the archvillains versus the superhero teams. Although I think next time I would maybe say half the team would be arch villains and the other half would
yeah,
be regular villains or something like that.
agreed. And I think yeah, they're like we said, there's better villain teams available to you.
Oh yeah,
So yeah, maybe we'll do that next time. I'll take the villains and you can do the superheroes and see how that goes.
yeah, yeah. No, that'd be fun. Now that you've had the superheroes out there, try those.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, and yeah, it was good to dust off the dice after a little bit of a hiatus,
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully the next game that we get to play won't be too long either. Um, but yeah, feel free to shoot us an email if you have any questions at bachelorsofdice@gmail.com, or feel free to put comments in the comment section below this video. Otherwise, we will catch you next time.